I'll try to find a way to introduce this brother. First time we met was in Southern Province.
South Africa. I guess what you want to. Need to be there the more what I'm a passport.
When I get to the planet in the yours is when I was in SA. Yeah, we met in Southern Province because we both used to play basketball, and then met in Charleston, and then
Grade 10.
I think it was grade 12 when we met.
Yeah.
No, grade 11 I think. That's when we met. And then I think he was at Canisius, I was at Namyanga.
No, okay.
Yeah. I was at a private school, he was at the government.
It's a Catholic school, by the way.
Boston.
Catholic school.
Boston.
Yeah. But all through it all, he's always been a very neat and like a guy, Mundwezu of an Afro. You get what I'm saying? So to see him develop into something as big as he is today, I can only say, you know what I mean? I kind of saw it coming. But today in the studios we have the one and only TheeAJay.
TheeAJay.
Yes. By far one
right.
of those rappers that you guys need to really pay attention to, but also by far one of the baddest businessmen I know. And what else am I supposed? There's something else I'm supposed to say.
Best. No.
Like a genius in the making. That's what I'm gonna say. You know what I mean?
Thank
AJ
you,
is like
thank you.
a genius in the making because I've seen him move from being the creator of Urban Hype to now doing some of his own things. Also making sure that his group members are well taken care of and all sorts of things. So hey, big up to TheeAJay. What's going on?
Thank you.
I love that introduction. Shall call some of the facts about TheeAJay, like they are called basketball.
Actually, he forgot to mention the second time we met was also because of basketball.
Basketball, right?
We played for the same ish team.
Nice. In Nepal one day, I think Namushibile when Urban Hype was already created. I think what kwete shukone like for to have had time and chance to one meeting from like way back. Me, I think I was introduced to him through the group, and trust me, AJ, you are amazing.
Thank you.
And your music is dope.
And congratulations, bro. You know what I mean?
Music video.
So the picture nice.
For the music video?
Come on, man. We do see the ring out.
Thank you.
But let me allow us to start things like this. I wanna take it back to you being an artist. Because like when we pay attention to school my days, the sign of you even singing was not there. So I want to know, right? Let's go back to the Canisius days. Maybe say you just joined Canisius. You're a young man at Canisius. What's going through your mind, and what's AJ like?
So here's the thing. I was coming from Rhodes Park School. Yeah, my old body school.
Not even at what.
The old body. What's up? I haven't had a bounce. Then I get there. So my mom didn't tell me it's an old guy's school first of all. So I check my gym, but so I'm thinking it's a Sunday. So I'm thinking I am class, man. I'm going to my game. So you know I enter class a bit late, and then the class keeps filling up, and there's no girls coming in. So I didn't go down by I'm going to zoom my guys check. So there was one space left. And I'm like, guys, wait, teacher not get out more. Then this guy died laughing like.
Wait, was it because you know my schools my classes, my sciences. So it was what they call it.
There was like basically A, B, which used to take like just
my pures,
and then there was the science class. Okay. That's the one that takes the pure sciences. Then A, B takes.
And you were in which one?
No, I was in B.
Okay, cool.
There was admin in the other. I hated maths. I didn't mind the sciences, but I hated admin. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna be in this class. Yeah, so that was like my second day. First day was, your body trying to fit in, because I heard other stories about bullying. And now fuck, I'm still like guy.
Where did you go?
bro, wow, I don't know, who's this cool guy? So, like, I was, I feel like I was, I was a cool guy in high school, yeah.
Okay. At what point does, AJ become at what point did you figure out what you want to do? Because I know basketball, like, I think you love basketball. Because so, many times that we would meet, you'd either be with a ball, some sneakers, and
So basketball actually, you know how boarding school is. It's an all guys school. We're not seeing any girls. We're always in and it's in a village. For those who don't know, it's in like Monze, deep. Yeah. So like, Chokan school, you either have to play basketball or be in clubs under the chapel. Like I said, it's a Catholic school. So either doing one of the religious clubs, debate. So I figured, you know what? Okay, cool. I love basketball. I started soccer, but means so I said, you know what, I can't manage this. So I started playing basketball just so I could leave school every weekend. And the time we actually met, those were my first times. I never even used to play much till like my last term of grade 12, and then afterwards is when I became good at it. With music, those were me in high school. No, I actually took part in like 2 or 3 variety shows in school. I always loved music, so it was like, I never knew I would take it professionally, but I knew music is something I've always loved from like when I was young. Yeah.
So growing up, what if I
always saw myself as an accountant. That's what I actually studied at TheeAJay.
Okay.
Yeah, accountant.
Are you practicing it?
I actually worked for like 4
years.
I have like 4 to 5 years of accountancy experience.
Okay. At what point was the music born? Because like you did, you've always loved music.
So,
but is it like your mom or your dad or something that was born in the house? We had Batman Shapi, and he did say that his mom was his biggest influence because she liked Lucky Dube. What's your story?
Now my influence is just. It's not from family. My mom hates that I do music to this day.
Up to now.
I'm a grown man and she still doesn't love it. So yeah. But like she's accepted it. I remember the 2017 Kwacha was when we won Best Music Group. She was the first one to text me congratulations. The next year when we lost, she was still the first one to text me like, in Sansa Kwakana. You get them next year. So she supports when she needs to support, but she doesn't like that I do it.
Okay.
So the influence, when I decided, this is a funny story, when I decided to do it, there was I was watching one of our television channels in Zambia. I was watching it and there's this big show and there was 2 girls on the show who had a terrible song. And funny enough, they were saying, I want to love you like a basketball field. Boom, 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 like on a basketball field. And that irritated me because it's a basketball court, first of all. And these girls were terrible. So on that day I decided, so as far as my music goals go, I achieved it because I've been on that show like 4 or 5 times now. So that was actually the reasoning behind starting, and I was at Zika. So I had a friend who used to record and stuff. So he also wanted to start music, but we were never brave enough. That's how we went to Kalundu Market. There was like a studio, wow, we a studio. We recorded. And by then, Urban Hype, that was still the name. Oh, it was Underground Hype. And then it was like, we were 3 of us and a chick. Then after recording, the guy was like, no, you guys should be Unsigned Hype. So the name changed to Unsigned Hype.
What?
Then Mzika's Kabakapita. Those days there used to be Lime Links or something. I got download site, but over 10,000 downloads. I felt like, yo. I was working Mzika, I was thinking everybody knows me, you know what I mean? So the other guys sort of fell off. You know, people always have an opinion. Swatch Tika, this is your buddies, but I just wanted to be on TV, and I said I would do it. And that's how I had a friend called Bajo. Shout outs to him. He introduced me to FJ. FJ is in your body. He just used to walk around giving people CDs. Like he was a rapper by then. He would give people CDs in school. So he gave me a CD, and my friend was like, you know what? You should work with him. He just did a song with Slap D. I think the song was Chimozi Chili Badi. He did a song with Slap D. I was like, hey, this is the guy I need to know. So they played him some of my songs and he was like, yo, what are these guys? They're whack. Like, we wear him, but that's my other friend. I can see music. We wear up, I can, something. I feel like it just needs to be worked on, and that was me. So I was like, yo, now how do I tell this guy? This is hard. So it was awkward the first day I met FJ, but yeah, he was honest, and that's how he started mentoring me, and we got signed to So Good where I met Batman Shapi, and yeah, that's how the journey kicked off.
So I'm aware from Nofumwalanda that you were like more like the founder of Haban Hype.
Yeah.
So how did you guys decide to kubati number to allow a group as Urban Hype, and how did you convince Nana Nkano you FJ?
Okay, so
yeah, a story in the focus.
Shappy, I don't know if you were interviewing him. I don't know how it was. Sadly, I couldn't listen to the interview. He's a very quiet guy.
Shy.
If he doesn't, no quiet.
Oh, quiet.
Let's go with quiet.
Yeah.
If
quiet.
he doesn't know, like he's maybe not comfortable enough. But when you get to know him, he's a funny guy. He's a clown. So there's a song that FJ had done with Shappy and a guy called Prince Marv. So there was this one guy who had this reggae dancehall vibe, and I'm like, yo, this guy is Zambian. So when I went to So Good, I actually went to collab with him. And he was just quiet in the studio. Oh, my bad. He was quiet in the studio. I'm like, yo, is that the guy? I'm like, yes, that's Badman Shappy.
No.
I like stayed for 30 minutes. I was expecting someone with dreads, tattoos. And this guy has a clean brush cut. God, I changed corner. Z. I'm like, yo. So we recorded a song. I think it was called Slow Wine. And I was with a friend. Urban Hype was me and this guy called Prince Roy. So
where is he now?
Hey, he's.
Alika Music.
Yes, he stays across from me. Yeah, I just remember he stays across. Yeah. So I'll actually show you a picture of him before and after. He's pretty big now. But yeah, so we did the song, and FJ was actually helping us write songs because, like I said, he was mentoring us. And Shappy did his thing. So Roy, after a few weeks after that, was like, no, I can't do this music. I feel it's not for me because, I don't know, pressure, I guess, and also school and whatnot. So I was alone, and I figured Shappy is really not doing much. Let me try and swing this idea. So hey, I pitched Urban Hype the dream team. Like, bro, this is what's gonna do. Yo, I feel if we work together, we're getting on planes, bro. Like Tim from Zone Time has been a good friend of mine from back in the day. Like, yo, I'm close to Tim. He's teaching me how they do their thing. Trust me, we'll be the next Zone. And he bought into the dream, and that's how me and Shappy started.
Shappy?
Yeah, Shappy.
Okay.
All he said was, no problem, just try much. That's how we started.
Cool.
we started recording. Like, me and him were not even like boys like that, but that's how we made the group. And as time went on, we became brothers. Luckily, I moved close to where he stays in Charleston at the time. We're both staying in Charleston, so it helped our relationship become
better.
Yeah. And then FJ was always like helping us write, producing our songs. So there's a song we did called Chimbimbi. It was actually supposed to be a PZ Cable song. FJ went to the studio and jacked the song, said, I never been able. I went there, recorded, and the day we dropped it, it was trending on Twitter. And Ike from Taurus Music, because I was on time, I guess he followed a few Zambians, and they're talking about the song. So he heard it and he was like, who are these boys? I need to sign them. So the time we were offered the deal, Urban Hype was just me and Shappy. But we figured, look, FJ is our boy, we're here because of him. Might as well, when the glory comes, we have to. So that's how when we eventually met Taurus, we're like, no, we're actually three of us, not. Because they were shocked, like, yo, when we read your bio, they said, no, we're three of us, and they were okay with it. That's how FJ got into Urban Hype. But he was always there. He was helping write the music, produce it, so it was not really like something we had to figure out.
It's just that he was just writing and producing.
And if you listen to the songs and you know his vocals were always there in background.
But let's talk about you, AJ, as a group founder. You know what I mean? I think that will go down in history as one of those things that a lot of young kids are gonna read about groups and be like, oh, that's how you hold the group together. You as a person, a rapper, a mother's son, what kind of a person is AJ?
I'm all about good vibes, man. I just try to live every day as it comes and try to make the most of it. I'm a firm believer in one of I think Rick Ross said it. I don't know who said it first, but he said you're only as strong as your weakest link in your circle. So that's what I try to live by. Like, as long as you're around me, I'll try one or the other to help both of us achieve what we want to do.
I would love to, I think in the line, Kasip Shilemo question, I would love to hear one of your worst moments in the entertainment.
Worst moments? Yo, let me think.
Olopo ambile for music. What's like? Okay,
let me.
Should answer this question in like, have you ever thought of quitting in music?
Yo, I think every musician thinks about that. Every month. Okay, not as much now because I'm in the industry. But when I started, like, I would always question, like, yo, am I doing it right? Because it took a toll on my studies. I can't lie. Like, my friends are there, getting their degrees and stuff, and they're thinking, is it worth it? Like, And it reached a point where I was playing basketball, doing music, trying to do school, and I was working.
Fiance.
So that's how I stopped playing basketball. I did my pros and cons, and basketball wasn't giving me money at the time. So I said, you know what?
Never give us anything.
School eventually will get me somewhere. Music brings in that my change every now and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. And work, obviously, that's what was feeding me. So
your worst moment ever?
Yeah, worst moment? Ish. Let me think. Okay, there've been a couple though. There's one moment that it was my worst and also motivated me. So we went to American of Peace and we're supposed to perform. So we get there and then I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you know Rich Boy Attitude. There was a group called Rich Boy Attitude. They had a bang at that time, item featuring Exile. So we get there and we're about to perform and then, oh no, Urban Hype, I don't know, we want Rich Boy Attitude. What these guys are? And this is the host, the chick was host. She's very famous now. We're actually good friends, funny enough.
What's her name?
Nah, I can't.
Come on now.
The double.
She was
American.
Queen. Nah, not Queen. She was American. She was very young at the time. So we get there, and then she's just like, you know, oh, we're supposed to perform, and they just keep moving us around. Yeah. Like, oh, just wait, you guys, we'll call you. Like, we literally had to beg to perform.
Oh, wow.
And you know,
Mary
Queen of Peace. No, it was actually a free show. That's the thing. A friend, my young sister was at the show. So she talked to the entertainment people and they just slotted us in. When we performed, the crowd actually went crazy. They went more crazy for Rich Boy.
I feel bad on their behalf because I can't handle.
It was, at that moment, I'm like, yo, this is how it is. Like, I thought we were making progress. I thought we were kind of famous. That day, I told myself, this girl, one day, will want us. So she had a TV program and she called me. She's like, yo, hi, this is so and so. And I'm like, who? I'm like, who? No, I'm so and so. I'm like, oh, yeah, how can I help you? But I remember, I knew, no, so this program, I'm thinking if you guys can come on. I'm like, let me talk to my manager.
I'll get back to you.
And in my mind, I was like,
me.
Well, here we
so I achieved what I wanted. Like, with that, it was my worst moment, but it also made me work harder. Like, and I don't blame her. That's what I'm saying. We're good friends now, and I don't blame her because I guess you know, there's such thing.
But in that moment, what did it teach you as a person?
It is work hard till they know your name.
Powerful.
Wow.
Yeah. So like at that moment, it was motivation. I mean, there've been a few other lows. You know what I mean? Like, we're nominated for a ZMA Best New Artist. It went to Wills. Big up to him. He deserved it. He had a good year that year. So that was also a low, but like I said, it's also motivation. Like, okay, so people think we're not worth it, you know. So there've been moments like that. They'll always be there. You try, you do a song. The songs that you do because they're sentimental, team, and then people just don't vibe with it. There's also, but that particular moment, I think, was one of my lowest moments.
Yeah. One of the things that you mentioned earlier was your biggest all-time goal was just to be on. Smooth Talk. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But let's talk about you being on Smooth Talk and also you're a household name. Yeah. I mean, people know you. It's more than that. How shocking was it to discover Kuti? It's not just being on Smooth Talk.
I mean, it gets the tower's time is when it got real with me because like whoa, we're about to get signed, like not to like an international record label because. The day we signed, the day they offered us the contract, they said immediately you sign, send us your passport details, you're flying into Kenya next week to shoot the video. So it was like everything happened in such a short time. Within a week, I flew to Kenya. We're sharing an apartment with JK. He was shooting the song with Yemi Alade. Yeah. I met Yemi, we were vibing like we're boys. I'm like, yo, everything. When we got to Kenya, there was a press conference for us. Like they're asking us, you know, so I'm there like, yo, how do I act? I'm not, sorry, no. Yeah, the flowers are now we're here for a tour. Like I was just going, no one trained us. So like it got so real so quick that, you know, I wish we had a mentor to sort of, you know, hey, she was crazy, man. Because even Smooth Talk, like I actually told her, yo, this was my goal as far as goals go. I can quit music today and I'll be happy. But it was, you know, got there, performed. It was, everything was happening and I realized like, that thing they say about like Vilkamba, like, you know, sometimes there's power in the time. Yeah, thank you. Because it was like, yo, I was saying all these things. Because when Shapio, when we were flying to Kenya, he actually told me like, yo, this is what you actually told me about. Like, we're going to be flying out. Yeah. Then the first time we had our first international show, which was also in Kenya, he again told me like, bro, this is what you promised me. Like, you know, you told me it's going to happen. In my mind, I'm like, when I was saying that, I was just trying to like get you in the group.
You should say something about me and Effie, you know what I mean?
Right now.
Prophesy. Nah, she calls herself the radio goddess. Yeah. That's really dope. Yeah. You call yourself the greatest. I think right there, it's enough.
So the folk wish, but because me and Cass fight a lot, first of all, to that was it's a cat and dog.
I can see that.
No, you haven't seen anything. This boat is small. Why big like a fast screen?
You know, it looks like an MMA ring. You
know what I mean? Me and Cass are a group in everything that we do where work is concerned, and you belong in a group. How hard it is, because once I'm Sanai, you bad man is not trying quiet. FJ is just like a lover boy, and there is you is like about
now.
Kinda. It's still FJ is about love. I don't know my good songs he has. You are about good vibes, rapper. Bushe, what have you ever felt like, I wish this was like a full set, but then I like China. Have you ever felt like,
get out of here, I don't want to be part of this and da 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 da?
Yeah, no, not really that. Go away. Have you ever felt like maybe one of you is shining more and outstanding more? And how did that make you feel, part of the group, especially that you were, to just safely say you
are the founder.
Created the group.
So I'll start by saying this. Urban Hype, like you said, is my baby. So FJ was a solo artist, Shop was solo. So for me, I wanted to see Urban Hype grow to a certain level before I went.
You wanted, no longer a group?
No, like it's grown now.
Oh,
it's where I wanted it to reach.
Okay.
As you can see, I've been doing my solo projects. Before I felt like it's not yet there for me to divert. You know what I mean? So not that I even have anything against them, but obviously I feel like I would love the group more than the other two because I started it. It was my project. So naturally, I think I should love it more. But then also with Shine, I think if you listen to My Diary verse, let me explain it for those who don't understand. I explained some of this because I used to get this question a lot. I still do actually. You see, I even say in the verse, watching FJ blow up was bittersweet. Bittersweet in that it's sweet because he's my brother. I know if he blows up, I'm right next to him. He can easily throw me the shine. But it's also bitter in the sense that I'm thinking like, yo, damn, when is my time coming? Like when is just my time coming? You know what I mean? I was happy for him, but inside you're asking yourself like, so it's still love. I will still push him, I will still support him in any way. Even when I go on in the verse of My Dad saying, I hope the world gives a bigger ear to Shapi because that's someone I believe is super
dope,
like
talented. He's out of this world.
Every time to this day we're recording songs and I'll be there like, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel people don't appreciate him as much. But everything has time, so I know his time will come when his shine is given to him. So.
But do you guys fight?
I mean, we're three different individuals, so we'll have, I'll say misunderstandings and
not fight. No, actually, never physical fight.
No, I know what you mean, but we've never actually had like a full-on blasting at each other, but we find respectful ways of sharing our opinions. And
You've never had a big
fight. No.
Why are you raising your voice at me?
No. We're boys. Well, obviously that can happen, but 5 minutes later we'll be cool.
There's no girl in the group.
There's
no girl in the group.
Later, but well, guys, we just have to take it by the chin.
Let's talk about your mom.
Yeah.
I feel like she's been a very important piece.
From
taking you to all the best schools, to wanting the best for you, to you walking in the house saying,
it's gonna be happening.
I'm gonna do music. Explain that conversation, but also explain you going to tell her again that I'm going to
cocaine.
So
and
my mom is like, she's my superhero. She's like a super mom. It's just been me and her from, I think my dad passed away when I was 9, 10. So she's given me the best in life. Like she's tried to give me the basics and more. Like, we would go on holidays when I was young out to the country, things like that. She tried to take me to the best schools. If there was something, a trip she would pay. So my mom I don't think she's done anything wrong. Obviously, there's things that you want and she would deny, but as you grow older,
you understand.
And as I became a parent, I understand so not everything your child cries for, But she did everything she was supposed to. She gave me the best education, gave me the best of everything. So, man, I owe her everything. And I know it, which I also mentioned in my diary, like I let her down by choosing music, like trying to do music.
Why did you feel like you let her down?
I'm pretty sure she wanted me to be, she loved me being an accountant. I think she liked that side of me. But yeah, man, she accepted. She always said she'll support me whatever I've done. Before basketball, I used to play tennis. She'd get me all the rackets and everything. Basketball, she'd get me sneakers. She'd get me basketball. So
it's not like remember, man.
I think
I could dance.
as a child, she understands that you have to let your child figure things out, you know. So yeah, she always supported me. And before that, I used to play chess. Now chess, I know I let her down. She loved that I can still play chess. I'm just not as dedicated. Yeah. So the music conversation, that wasn't actually a straightforward conversation. The time we went to Kenya the first time, I actually lied and said we went for some other project, a school-related thing. And then I have this niece, the same one who was at MQP. She's the one who was like, "No, Uncle TheeAJay, no, in Kenya, they're shooting a music video." So when I came back, it was like
fire.
It was a different conversation. But she just told me, "Okay, so what's this?" I said, "No, I'm still gonna do school. I'm still." Like I said, we used to fight. I used to hide most of the times.
Hide and seek.
Was she upset that you? I mean, she shouldn't. I mean, like you said, she's your everything. She's a superhero. Not. How do you hide from your superhero?
Because I knew that she wasn't gonna. You see, here was my plan, right? I have a friend whose mom was complaining about her son doing music. Now you see, with him, he didn't really go far in music. I feel like he's actually a dope artist. He just let himself down. So my idea was that, look, the time I'm gonna tell my mom, I'm gonna tell him on our peak, we're making money. She found out right before, but at least I think when she saw like us getting nominated, maybe she was like, okay, if he's wasting his time, at least he's the best at wasting his time. You know what I mean? Machako, Natuma Award nominations and all that, winning awards. So even the traveling. So it was a crazy conversation. To this day, it's still a bit weird talking about that side of my life.
As we are concluding focus that I engage feeling all of them to the approach with Nexus Music, how was it? Because they didn't approach happening FJ, Batman Sharpie or AJ, they approached you as Hab and High. And then you wanted the best for the group. Yeah,
because we're just so our deal with Charles ended and we figured, look, we've gained enough experience, let's try and do our own thing. Then we dropped a song with Natasha Chansa. We were thinking, okay, let's drop this, and then Nexus came calling. I mean, we liked what they were saying, they liked our vision, we exchanged ideas and we sort of met halfway and said, okay, let's execute. It was nice, and they're doing good things for Zambian music. I always say this, we need even 10 Nexus musics to compete out there. You know, the people who are competing against, like the Nigerian people say, Nigerian is, but they've got so many people backing them. Not just labels, they've got oil tycoon. Like I know people tell me these things, like, oh, do you know this guy? Oh, he's got this oil tycoon who just gives him money to fly out and go collab with it. So we need more of that. But Nexus, it was amazing.
Sorry, Tyrese felt like that group. It felt like that record label for you guys. Because from where we're standing, it's only label ejected. Because like there were so many things that we saw happen for you guys. First and foremost, just an artist from this country to get on a plane. That's just done. You know what I mean? So I mean, what happened? Like, was it a bad deal?
Like Ike is still. I still call Ike even like when I drop this single, I send it to him like, yo, Ike, help me send it out that side. So it just felt like, look, they were in Kenya, we're here. That barrier just, we felt it kept getting bigger, like, and also they signed a few artists that side who, I mean, at Pafupi, so they'll a deal that the easiest to get. You know what I mean? Us, every time it involves urban hype, you have to think of expenses, fly that side, lodging, and all those expenses, upkeep. So I felt like, okay,
distance.
Yeah,
Long distance relationship.
It's just not giving us the best. Like they did amazing. I can't blame them for everything. I mean, we've talked all these MTV trades, name them. We've done that. They've had us do 3 international shows. We've traveled. I mean, so I can't blame them for anything. It just wasn't. We didn't feel it was what we needed to go to the next step. They're taking us from, like, let's say the goal is like 10. They took us from 1 to like 6, 5. So we felt
halfway.
To go to 10, we need
to do things.
Not by ourselves, like just up close. And there was nothing at that time because they've been next. So we felt, look, being on our own and just, because even like our album, there's artists that side. So we're supposed to drop our album, then they told us, hold on, Kagwe has to drop, Dela has to drop. So we're like, okay. Is it that side, or like if we're that side as well, would have dropped the album? So we just felt all those little things and just, but like I said, they did an amazing job. So
you don't have an album under that
label? No, we dropped the album, and after the album is when we left.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about you as a solo artist in like a good 2 minutes. What's next, man? We've been seeing all this great music.
Yeah, hey.
Dropping
Left, right, center.
left, right, center.
So like I said, I was focused on urban hype. So when I decided last year I dropped Perfect Match towards the end of the year.
Beautiful.
And I said, yeah,
Dope,
thank you.
yeah.
I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna drop my EP called The Ladies Man because most of my fans are female. So I said, you know what?
Right?
Might as well give my female
Fly
fans
guy, what do you
something.
expect?
Good vibes.
Yeah, so I figured I was gonna do an EP called The Ladies Man, and I was gonna do one just strictly hip hop for mostly for the gents. And then the Nexus deal came, so I had to put that on hold so that we see what's gonna happen with Urban Hype because I'm not trying to promote my own thing or Urban Hype is also trying to do something. So that's why I put that on hold, and you know the Nexus deal went and things started moving, and I thought I've got a whole lot of music, and I'm actually thinking December I'm gonna drop like 3 jams. I don't think I'll drop the EP. I don't know. I feel. I don't know. I'll drop the songs, but not as an EP. I might drop them as singles just so that people actually listen to the songs. I feel Mazambi and still on my album. That's my theory.
Yeah.
Like we listen to the popular songs and then not give a chance to the other songs.
To the good.
So I'll just drop everything as a single every year. I'll just keep dropping it.
And what, man, we want to say thank you very much to TheeAJay. There's a lot of knowledge up in that head.
Thank you,
know,
thank
right?
you for
That
having me.
haircut is not just there.
Hey, I actually need a new haircut, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that necessary?
Yeah, it was.
Now it was a reminder. Thank you for
Yes,
that.
thank you.
I need to. Hey. But my barber man wasn't picking up. So
That's why.
if you're listening, call me back.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
man, we're still here. We have to let the flyest guy in the country do his thing. For you and me and Ethie, the radio goddess, we're still here all the way to the hour 18. For now, let's go ahead and do this. Don't forget, this is the official Z Top 20 Chart Show. My name is Cass, and she is the radio goddess.